Hey guys, welcome back. This is Ranquist here, bringing you episode number 16 of Europa Universalis 4, playthrough as Castile. So, where we last left off, we were in the midst of war. War to reconquist some land for our buddies Tunisia, who happen to be Muslim. So yeah, how are you guys doing? I don't know if the viewers of this channel watch my Minecraft videos, but for those that may not, it's been a couple days since I recorded, and the big reason, it's been Christmas. And here at the Ranquist household, we actually have 4 Christmases to go to, sometimes 5. Ooh, didn't mean that. So today was our last Christmas of the year, which is very nice. So now that Christmas is over, we've got plenty of time to rebuild and move forward. So let's take a look at the world, because I like to do that at the start of the series, or at least the start of the recording night. And let's take a look. So we still have Muscovy, which is nice. They've swallowed some more of Novgorod. Sweden's looking still pretty good. Norway's decent. They still own over here. England still has parts of France, which is really surprising, but France is getting huge. They're actually starting to push into Germany and take land away from the HRE, which is kind of frightening. Anyways, so we still have Aragon as a buffer. We can start to integrate them in what looks like 5 more years. So it should be either in this episode or the next. And yeah, so Hungary has lost some land. Right here to Serbia, they've broken free. Venice has been slightly swallowed by Austria, but they've taken another foothold in the Hungarian coast side. So other than that, everything's looking pretty good. So let's take a look at this war real quick. We are still at war. We're at war with Algiers. We're at war with the Mamluks, and the Mamluks are actually the war leaders, so we actually have to kick the crap out of them. But luckily, our friend Naples and Aragon, our little pets, are taking care of those battles for us, which is very, very nice. So what is our task? We are currently sieging 2 provinces of Algiers, and yeah, so everything's looking to go pretty good from there. All right, and so let's go. It's been quite a bit of time. We're still making money. I believe we're making about 12 gold. Yeah, I did a little bit of back research before I started the game. We're at plus 12 gold per month. The only issue is that most of that's from gold, so gold mines. So we are gaining quite a bit of inflation per year. We're probably going to have to reduce that inflation coming up pretty soon, because we don't really want to get into some of those nasty effects. Plus, everything just costs more. You know, we can build some. Let's take a look at our buildings. Temples, we're pretty much done. Castile, let's see. The courthouse, the armory's pretty good, except for some of our overseas provinces. Speaking of that, we've got 2 colonies. One's about to finish, and one's pretty close behind it. We can actually have 3, and possibly 4, but let's not try to push it. So other than that, let's get an earth ramparts in there too. All right, so let's take a look. All right, this one here, we're gonna want to actually. Before we do that, we are under our force limit. These people have 1,000 troops. We're making decent money. Let's build some troops over here real quick, because I know that we haven't done that. Longbow. Let's go over. We've got the money for it, right? Thank you. Alright, so we're going to just build a couple regiments here. We're going to go over our force limit just slightly. And then we're going to place them over on the Rio Grande once they're finished. And once we've got that, then we can kind of start pushing a little bit further. Because I kind of, you know, ate over here. And then, you know, I'm starting to do a little bit of fill-in work. So we've got 1 colony over here. We've got some more colonies over here. And I think we're doing pretty good. Actually, do we have someone sent? Actually, we're going to wait. So we've got 1 colony being sent over here. They'll be there in 60 days. And then once some of our colonies are finished, and it looks like to be Sierra, then we'll move on from there. All right, let's get moving. Let's get our troops rolling. Everything is moving, and time begins. So how's everybody's Christmas been? So I actually got a lot of neat things, some small knick-knack type things from family. The biggest thing that I got was definitely, if you hadn't noticed, siege, go to, very nice. That's done. Let's move forward. The biggest thing is one of the biggest things, I got a pop filter for my microphone. So for those of you that, have been paying attention to the sound, you should notice a difference, which is really exciting. I actually just finished my recording for Minecraft, and I listened to the whole thing, and the sound quality is definitely noticeably better. So that's very exciting, at least for me, and for you guys, of course. So, all right, so Biskra. Now, with the capture of Biskra, that does... Ooh, and we've got another one. And, like, wow, that's fine. So let's crush this guy and then move to Bijaya, however you pronounce that. Good, crush you. Actually, and before I do anything here, let's... Oh, excellent. Oh, our colony just finished. Let's pause real quick. I want to go to the game options. Let's go to the audio. And let's turn the effects volume a little bit down. So I did... Finally, I remember that. I've been watching some of the videos. And, like, the war sound, or the battle sound, seems to be extremely loud. So we've got that. Now let's move up to there. We're still doing pretty good on manpower for now. Stability, we're okay. And it looks like the Mamluks are actually getting destroyed. Thank you, friends. It's always good to have friends. And, I mean, this is the reason why, right? Because, if we didn't have these friends, granted, some of them, they don't have a choice. But if we didn't have these relationships, then, we'd have to be fighting on two fronts. And the Mamluks can be very scary. That's the hard part of all this. So... All right. So yes, I just finished a colony, and we're going to be finishing another one pretty soon. So let's go ahead, move forward, and let's send this colonist here. Take these guys. Actually, let's meet them all here. Okay. Some military alliances. Merge you guys, and let's move you over. So that should take care of those guys. Alright, we've finished another siege. That one was actually really quick. So hopefully... with the war with... Because right now Algiers is in two wars. They're at war with us, of course, and they're also at war with Morocco. Pause. New diseases brought from overseas have quickly spread among the tribes and almost annihilated the entire native population in some areas. So we could lose 500 people from... the Ivory Coast, which would completely wipe it out. And it would... Oh, natives. Oh, so that wouldn't even hurt us. So I still don't... Yeah. So I'm actually going to take the attempt to assuage their pain. And we're going to lose 40 ducats, but... we've aided the natives, so we're going to get settler chance and more income out of that. So 40 gold for a little bit more. That's much better. His body has been draped by whom you do not know, in a white cloth now stained red by the lost vitae. They say he was found by his horse in a clearing in the woods. You know the place they speak of. His face is calm, almost serene. You reach out to touch him. the terrible reality of the situation dawns on you. The cold you feel is that of death. Sorrow overtakes you. Well, this kind of sucks. But unfortunately, we are not going to lose stability, so, yeah, our air died. Whatevs. Okay, we've finished another colony. Let's actually go here. We need to core this bad boy. It's only going to cost us 8 admin power, which is nice. We're going to core this one, too. That one's cheap. We got a core there. We got a core there. And we're still working on that. We're down to 2 colonies, so we've got one here. Let's spread. Those ones are aggressive. I don't like that. So let's send down the coast. Sweet. Since the invention of the printing press, more and more books about an ever wider range of subjects have been published. You can now see the benefit of this, since knowledge spreads faster and more ideas have been appearing amongst our philosophers and natural sciences. So we get 20 points apiece, which is fantastic. I like that. I like that a lot. We should get, I hope we get more events like that. Excuse me, and let's get... Sorry, I gotta fix my timer. Alright, good news. We finished another siege, even better. So, unfortunately, we're kind of in a tough spot here. We're just gonna have to wait it out. Algiers is completely overtaken by its occupants. So hopefully Morocco can actually finish their war like soon. But we've got free diplomats. All right, so let's do something about that, because I don't like that. All right, Austria, enemy, same religion. You know what? Let's improve relations with Austria, because they're kind of big, they're kind of scary. The HRE leader, blah blah blah. All right, so let's improve relations. Now let's actually talk to the Mamluks. All right, because you clearly don't want to be in this war. All right, so let's sue for peace. That stuff, I don't care. Cede provinces. So what we're going to do in this area, we're going to be feeding Tunisia. Tunisia is going to become a powerhouse. All right, so let's look, and we've got plenty of Diplo power going. If we take Tripoli, we can do pretty decent. We've got 26 war score to go with. So we can take Tripoli and give it to Tunisia, which is nice. I think that would be very good. We could also release all of Tripoli. But that costs 29 war score, and we wouldn't really get anything out of it. Granted, it would hurt them. How much would that? Syria? Byzantine has won? I don't think so. All right, so eventually what we're going to do is we're going to take Tripoli from the Mamluks. But before we do that, we're actually going to... talk to Algiers first. And we can't do that. All right, so we want to take from Algiers first. Okay, that's our most important objective. Let's go back to the peace. So, what is the, what's the... All right, so we need to take Oran, so this war is going to take a little bit of time. We definitely have to wait for Morocco to go, because we don't have the war goal, and that's a big chunk of war score for them. So, yeah. All right, so once their war goes over, we're going to not take Oran. We're going to take a couple more pieces here. So possibly this one, maybe not Tripoli. We'll see. We got to cede some, or capture some more provinces before we get there. So let's keep going. Maybe we can try... Where are my boats? Okay. Alright, so I don't know what just happened. A lot of stuff. Alright, so Morocco. Oh, dang it. Wow. So Morocco just took our war goal. I don't think I've ever seen this happen before. So Algiers just ceded Oran and a bunch of their other stuff to Morocco, which sucks for us, kind of. But nobody controls it, so that's good. All right. So let's get 100% occupation of. I don't care from you. From Invest in New Technology. We're definitely not going to take that because we need those Diplo points. So we're gonna completely overtake Morocco, which is Morocco, Algiers. So we might be able to get 2 or 3 provinces out of here. What do you? And that's terrible. That's terrible. Who else are we at war with? Can we just white peace? No. You're too far away. No one cares. You're going to get eaten by the Ottomans anyways. Alright, so we still have 3 colonies. This one's doing alright. Yes, they probably attacked. That's probably what happened. Yep, I understand that revolts are possible. I know that our countries are at war. And we'll hold on. Oh, yeah. Take that away. Who else can we get that's cheap and young? Alright, so this guy here, he's only got 17 points. Let's take this guy. And really rush it. Because who cares about you, Gel Ray? Okay. And we're back. There are our boats. Now, it's only a matter of time. Again, you know, we declared war on Algiers, so once we take over all their provinces, then we should be pretty much set to... We should get 100% war score. Good job, friends. I really appreciate it. Let's gain the 1 base tax. %. It's only a matter of time. How long are these? 12 days. Oh, no, 20 days. That's not bad. Can we speed things up a bit? Grain in the Ivory Coast. I always thought that was funny. I want that province. Come on. Oh, 32% only. Alright, so let's... Pain in my butt. Where's our navy? Why are you all the way down here? Alright, navy, you guys come all the way up here. Maybe if we blockade them? This is actually a really good sea tile here. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces in the Palestinian coast. So if we can blockade them over here, maybe we can really bump up the war score. But now that these ones are done, and these ones cored, let's go to buildings. Let's do this screen here. Let's build some forts. Oh, and we still have to build forts over here. Yeah, we just lost all our money. Meh. It's just money, right? And we'll wait on that one just in case. So if we can bring ours, if we can blockade this port here, then we can probably gain a ton of war score. Let's move you all the way into there. Why not? So this is also really tasty. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait it out. But Morocco doesn't have any allies either, which is beautiful. I like that. I like that a lot. You know that. People don't have allies. It's just ripe for the taking. And they're just in a war. You're crazy if you think you're not going to lose any pieces of your land. I mean, seriously. Coffee. Oh, yes. I love coffee. Let me tell you. Okay. Alright, let's look at the war score again. Sue for peace. Let's gain. And they'll actually agree to that. We can get 64. Ah, fluff. It's alright. I can manage that later. Oh, it's just the Canaries right there. Okay. So let's pause. And time's up. So, all right. So what I'm going to do here is we're actually going to... Are we close? I'm gonna extend this episode just a little bit longer. We're going to push our boats into here. Will this bump up our war score? No, it does not. All right, so 40%. Let's get this peace deal done. I'm lying. All right, guys. So I'm gonna call this episode here because we can eke out just a little bit more from this war because you know this was costly. We probably lost about 20. No. We've lost about 8,000 men, and those 8,000 men, they were, you know, from our blood, sweat, and tears. Not to mention, you know, all of our allies, right? So we're going to eke out just a little bit more. Hopefully we can get some more from our friends Portugal and Aragon. But that's going to do it for this episode. We're going to see you next time in episode number 17. Whew, we're getting there. All right, guys, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.